Good evening, and welcome back for more Ace Attorney. I do apologize for starting late. As I mentioned on my Discord server, wife was working in her sewing room, so I'm delayed the stream until such time as her work was complete. Meantime, though, let's get back to Turnabout Academy. Constance Courte died, some guy named Aristotle Means was an idiot, and I think he's guilty just because his smile is creepy. And that's all there is to it. Hello, Dawning. Hello, Jay. Here we are, District Court Defendant Lobby No 3. Ugh, my butterflies have butterflies in their stomach. So, what is it like to have your very own case for the first time? My heart hasn't raced this fast since I ran that full marathon last year. If it keeps up, you might get a lawyer's high. You know, like a runner's high. Relax. Everyone's nervous their first time. Oh god, it's you. So, my fears weren't unfounded. After all, today's prosecutor is terribly rude. Yes, Dawning, the court will absolutely accept the fact that his smile is creepy as a reason to convict. Look, last case I was right about Marlon Rhymes being guilty, even if it was for a stupid reason. So maybe I'm right about this guy too. And willing to use any means necessary to win a conviction. Here's that ends justify the means concept again. Now that it has come to this, we have no choice but to fight fire with fire. The end justifies the means. I wish he'd stop saying that, and I wish he'd stop smiling. That smile is so fucking creepy. That's your method, Professor. I'm going to defend Juniper in my own way. Wait, are you suggesting that I'm actually right about Means being guilty? Because that's literally just a shot in the dark. I mean, it sort of was with Rhymes also, but you know what? I'll take credit for it. If I'm right, I'm calling it now. No, but Jay seems to be implying that I'm correct. I don't know if Jay's ever played the games before, mind you. But Miss Sykes, just yesterday you told me. As a lawyer, what is it that you treasure beyond all else? That's an easy one, Professor. Seeking justice for my clients. Alright, so you don't know, but if I'm right about Means, then I'm a genius. If I'm not, I'm still a genius. I can't possibly lose. More like dueling microphones. Is it really that bad? If this trial proceeds in the same manner, and in the same way as the mock trial, would you not lose everything you've worked so hard to gain? I barely noticed. Okay, so some people are saying that it's bad, other people are saying that there's barely any difference. I'll need to listen to this for myself. The problem is I have not had the time to do so. Hello, Normans. Hello, Dino Guts. Well, I'll just have to make sure that doesn't happen then, won't I? My, but aren't you a stubborn one? Well, I suppose you will have to learn of your own inefficacy the hard way. Grr, fuck you! Forgive me, Professor Means, but can we just leave it at that? I feel like Athena's about to punch you. Oh dear, please forgive me. It's just I wish to protect Juniper by any means I can. I do too, but... Now, if you would excuse me. I didn't even want you here in the first place. Ugh, thanks to him, I'm feeling even more pressure than before. He's a creepy statue because he's meant to be some kind of reference to Greeks or something. That's why his name is Aristotle. Don't let it get to you, Athena, and don't forget to keep smiling. Your smile is good. His smile is creepy and why he has to resort to fake evidence to get his way in court. I'll be fine, and I haven't forgotten what Mr. Wright said. The worst of times are when lawyers have to force their biggest smiles. He learned that from a coffee addict. The trial is about to begin. I'll show you to the courtroom if you please. Apollo, I'm counting on you to support Athena this time. Okay, Mr. Wright, leave it to me. That's right, I have Apollo to back me up. Junie's fate rests in my hands. I won't rest until she walks free. Yeah, 7 days makes 1 week. I am very weak at the end of a week and need rest. Day 1, court is now in session. All rise. Court is now in session for the trial of Juniper Woods. May I sit down now? Athena Sykes, the defense team leader is ready, Your Honor. That didn't sound very confident. You sure you're okay? I'll be fine. Your baldness. I know. As usual, you want me to deliver the opening statement. Honestly, Meekins probably would do a better job than Means. Except, oh, I missed something. This case is crystal clear. I see no need to explicate it any further. I'd argue, but I don't even know what explicate means. Probably. Athena would, though, so I have to pretend to be smart enough. Now, summon the witness. Taka has made his order. Dot 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 dot. Dot 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 dot. Is there something the matter? Please do share your baldness. Whatever gave you that idea? Bailiff, please call our first witness. Yes, sir. I will call the first witness, sir. And now we don't even get an opening statement. Oh, hey, it's this guy. Detective Fulbright. He and Prosecutor Blackwell have become quite the team. Dot 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 dot. Oh, right, the case brief. Leave it to me. Hi, Bobby. Yeah, any Bobby badges this time? Yes, let the detective in charge, everyone's favorite friend of justice, explain. What was that just now? It's like he and Blackwell are totally in sync. Well, they're not the Backstreet Boys. Well, I don't think they're capable of mind melding, if that's what you're thinking. Fulbright would have to have a mind or a brain to make that happen, and he's not so bright. All right, Detective Fulbright. Hello, Shiny Celebi. Would you please explain the case to the court? Professor Courte's body was discovered on October 24th at approximately 2:30 p.m. She was murdered with this awl I have here, and that's all we have to say about that. The bailiff's not Old Bag, the bailiff is Mike Meekins. Old Bag sounds more like this. Where is Meekins? He sounds a little bit more like this. I know, my voice range isn't fantastic. Although, to be fair, I'd love to have Old Bag as a court bailiff. Holy shit, that would be funny. The victim's blood and the defendant's prints were both discovered on it. All added to the court record, the weapon used to murder Constance Courte, her blood was found on it along with Juniper's fingerprints. No, mechanical engineering is not voice acting. The only acting abilities that I have come from the few summers that I spent in acting camp. And yes, I spent some time in acting camp. It's probably one of the few reasons why my voice doesn't give out just about every week, despite the fact that I use it like crazy, because I know to project from my chest and from my diaphragm, not from my throat. Eek! Hi, Taco, what evidence do you? Oh, it's an autopsy report! Thank you, Mr. Taka. Court's autopsy report. Estimated time of death between 6 and 8 p.m. Jesus fuck, she was dead for a while. Jesus fuck, she was dead for a long time. Cause of death, blood loss from a deep stab wound in the victim's side. Taka is incredibly good at his job. Taka could take the job of everybody in the court. Wow, that bird can deliver evidence too. Blackwell is no. Blackwell didn't need to train him. He trained Blackwell. Maybe Blackwell should train it not to mess up people's hair while he's at it. Moving right along. The body was discovered on the outdoor stage, although no blood was found there. However, we detected traces of a massive amount of blood in the third floor art room. In short, the murder took place in the art room. So, then the body had been moved from the art room to the stage. Precisely! And there's one more piece of irrefutable evidence. I refute your evidence. A recording made by a tape recorder that a school paper reporter hid in the art room. It captured a female voice screaming, "You're a goner!" What's this? You have such a recording? And all you have on it is someone shouting, "You're a goner." Not the actual sounds of the stabbing. I refute this evidence. That is literally the most refutable evidence to date. Because it's literally just fucking nothing. It's a female voice, so we don't even fucking know whose it is. It's only saying you're a goner. There's no sound of a struggle. There's no sound of a stabicus. This is not evidence. This is a joke. It must be from that tape recorder. Oh yeah, Miriam. I forgot about Miriam. I'm always a goner, Dino Guts. I forgot about the box lady. Well, why is this the first we've heard of a death threat at the moment of the murder? Shh. Silence, please. I would like to play the tape for you now. I'm being silent because Bobby asked me to be silent. I'm waiting for the tape to actually say, "You're a goner." Okay, they have what's the biggest joke so far is that they actually had like the sound effect for starting and playing the tape, like with the little bit of static. They couldn't have had someone record a quick "You're a goner." It's not like this game hasn't had voice acting so far. What the hell, man? You're a goner. Hmm. It is quite hard to hear. But the voice does sound female. On the other hand, there are a lot of females, so tape recorder added to the court record, used by Miriam to secretly record a conversation in the art room. A woman can be heard shouting, "You're a goner." The noise and low volume of the voice have made voice print analysis all but impossible. Then you haven't identified the voice as belonging to the defendant. So much for this being evidence of anything. I am throwing it in the trash where it belongs. Not so fast. After all, voice print analysis isn't everything. The victim was killed at night, then discovered in the afternoon the next day. The question is, when was the body moved? Oh, I know. It could have been moved in the middle of the night when no one was around. Sorry, but no. The campus was full of students that morning. However, no one reported seeing a body. That means the body was moved sometime before the mock trial when all the students and faculty were gathered in the lecture hall and the rest of the campus was empty. It was during this time that Hugh O'Connor, one of the mock trial participants, found the body. So, the prosecution heard about Hugh seeing the body. Wait one moment. If all the students and the faculty were gathered in the lecture hall, then there wouldn't have been anyone who could have moved the body. Ha ha ha! Have no fear, for there is always an exception. In fact, Hugh O'Connor is already a stated exception. An exception? The three mock trial participants were standing by in individual dressing rooms. Salad dressing rooms. You had ranch, you had Thousand Island, and you had Italian. They were the only ones who had free access to the deserted campus before the mock trial. Delicious dessert. You know what, Dawning? That's fair. If the body was in your way in the art room, you just dumped it out in the court where everyone could see it. Hiya, Snowy. What? Then that would mean... what would that mean? Those three students were the only ones who could have moved the body. In justice we trust. I don't like where this is headed, Athena. Me neither. And by those three I mean Hugh O'Connor, Robin Newman, and Juniper Woods. I knew it. Please, Detective Fulbright, don't say what I think you're about to say. Aha! He didn't have his full animation, but there's the Bobby badge. In justice we trust. I take it everyone understands now. The voice believed to be that of the murderer was female. And out of the three people who could have moved the body, just one is a girl. That leaves the defendant Juniper Woods as the only possibility. No. Impressive. He has you on the ropes even before any cross-examinations. You could at least pretend to be upset for me. Oh, I will always order in the court, but it's always chaos in the court. A splendid job, Fulbright. That could not be any clearer. Feel free to anticipate a salary raise next month. We took away from Gumshoe's salary again, so that money's gotta go somewhere. Ha ha ha! I don't do this for the money, it's all about justice! There's the full animation. In justice we trust us. Not only a half-wit, but a perennial stick in the mud you are. I guess neither the carrot nor the stick works on Detective Fulbright. He's too stupid for that. Now, bailiff, please bring our next witness to the stand. Yes, sir. Oh, of course, sir. Always, sir. Yeah, Bobby Badges is catching up to Cords of Steel. What the? It's a box. Dawning, our witness. So we had two witnesses that had to stand on a box. Now our witness is a box. So, our first witness is a cardboard box. Yes, yes, Judge. The witness is a fucking cardboard box. Stealth mode deactivated. Oh my! The box has hands! Smile, Your Honor. What the dickens? I just had my picture taken! Miriam Scuttlebutt, senior at the Leo Academy. I'm a reporter on the judge course. Juniper's been a bad. I'll tell you all about her crime. Oh, definitely contempt of court charge. We're gonna charge this cardboard box with contempt of court. Might I ask whether you could come out of that box? How will I get any more scoops if I blow my cover? So the answer is no. After all, covert action is an undercover reporter's bread and butter. But testimony from a faceless witness is highly irregular, but technically not unprecedented. I do seem to recall we got testimony from a radio once. That was definitely a faceless witness. A former ninja I met in the clique said that exposing those who work in the shadow is to pass the death sentence upon them. Oh my, I've never thought of it that way. Very well, if it would spare a life, I'll make a special exception this time. A former ninja in prison. Holy shit, though. How can the judge believe this load of bullshit? Now, your testimony, please. Oh, but take care not to reveal your face. I love and hate this at the same time. The similarity of the case and the script. The murder happened exactly like Juniper's mock trial script. Up until the mock trial began, only Professor Courte and Juniper knew the script's content. But Professor Courte's sudden decision not to use the script sparked Juniper's murderous rage. Juniper has to be the killer. She has a motive, and the murder is just like her script. Knocking on the box. Wonderful. The murder is just like her script? Could such a thing be true? Also, I need to check some things in my court record, if you'll excuse me. October 23rd, 107. Marks indicate wrists may have been bound. No other visible damage, but stab wound was very rough. Newman can be heard shouting, "You're a goner." I see. I can't look at that any further. Compare her script with the murder case and crime scene photos. Then you'll see. Oh dear. This is so simple, even an ape posing as a decrepit old judge could understand. Only the victim and the defendant were privy to the script. Ergo, the defendant is the killer. Thank you for this piece of paper, Mr. Taka, sir. Furthermore, in the art room where the crime scene supposedly occurred, this witness's script, along with an envelope on which "use" was written, were found. This proves that the accused script had been rejected the day before the mock trial. She pressed the victim to use her script, an argument ensued, and then a fatal stabbing. Gulp. Yeah, that makes perfect sense. What now? And Prosecutor Oldbag has all his ducks lined up in a row. He's really on a roll now. He's like a pit bull once it sinks its teeth into you. How dare she? My script had it all. A bum rap and phony evidence, grudges and betrayals. I trust the defense is ready to cross-examine the witness. Yes, I believe I am, you stupid farfel muncher. You've got prosecutor old bag, you've got defense attorney old bag, you've got defense's assistant old bag, you've got judge old bag, and you've got witness old bag. What more could you possibly need? No problem. I mean, yes, I'm ready. I think. Time to find a hole in her testimony and unbox the truth. I've seen it done over and over. I know I can do this. That you can, Athena. Damn it, old bag. Now then, I'm pretty sure what I have to do is present on the first statement because if memory serves, and it usually doesn't, this here script actually has something different. Alright, sweatsuit victim's outfit will be a red one from the prosecutor course. However, if we look at the scene of the crime, which, where the fuck is the scene of the crime? She was wearing a green sweatsuit. There, regardless, that's probably what I'm gonna have to do. But because I'm me, I will press all the buttons. So, let's get pressing. Press this box. Hold it! Old bag needs you to stop. There must be places where the script in this case diverged. Okay, don't sweat the details. That kind of stress will give you wrinkles. Objection! I'm not worried. My skin is as fair as silk. Old bag skin. Fair as silk.
Objection!
Objection! Oof. Indeed, you are quite fair. Fairly desperate.
Objection!
Objection! What did you just say? Yeah, Black will really turn that one around on you. Whose shot are you on? Hurry up and think of a clever comeback, you stupid skipper lapper. Whoa, easy there, old bag. Now you listen to me. Their two cases do indeed have their differences. Well, for one, the stage hadn't yet been erected in the mock trial script. And indeed, in the actual case, there were signs indicating the victim's wrists had been bound. But such differences pale in comparison to the host of similarities. In any event, replicating the crime without knowledge of the script is an impossibility. Looks like I won't be passing this off as a coincidence. Yes. What a total burn. Try again, why don't you? Courte Woods. Alright then, press this statement. Hold it! Old bag says stop. Somebody could have stolen a peek beforehand. Yes, I don't think so. I mean, I tried it any number of times. Shame on you, Miriam. Old bag. But that crafty she-devil, old bag, has eyes in the back of her head. What chance does your average person have if an undercover reporter like me, Wendy Old Bag, failed? Wendy Old Bag in a box, I should say. That's an interesting point. Still, Miss Old Bag, won't you get in trouble later for admitting to such underhanded tactics? Why, you? I plead entrapment. I am trapped in this box. How is you blurting out your own crime entrapment? Look, you haven't scooped me yet. They were all set to use Juniper's script. Then let's press this button. Hold it! How do you know that Professor Courte wasn't going to use her script? Poof! There in the art room where the heinous crime took place. An envelope marked Use and Miriam Scuttlebutt's script were found. Evidently, the script was going to be used belonged to the girl in the box over there. Unless she fucking planted that because she's a pain in the ass. Yes. It's only my natural that my script would be accepted and hers would be rejected. I introduced all sorts of brand new concepts, including bribery and fake evidence. Yet neither of those have been seen. Well, okay, bribery hasn't. Fake evidence has been seen before. It was a cutting-edge script, portraying a new courtroom battle in the dark age of the law. I can't help but feel Professor Courte went out of her way not to use it. But June, she used some devious, underhanded tactics to get her script chosen. That's why her script, not my masterpiece, was used in the mock trial. How's that for an explanation? Press this button. Hold it! Anyone who saw the mock trial could have recreated the crime. After they saw the mock trial, they could have easily staged the body just like the script.
Objection!
Objection! Dot, 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 dot. Humph. Here is the trial which pits Hawk against Canary.
Objection!
Objection! What did you say? He's so weird, you should try homething less. I bet that'd save some energy. This is no time for jokes, Apollo. He just called me a canary. I'm gonna eat him like canaries do to hawks all the time. Don't let him get to you. At least canaries pick up on things quickly, just like you. I shan't repeat myself, so listen carefully, Sykes-Dunno. Hugh O'Connor discovered the body before the mock trial even began. How could one stage the body as it is in the script before anyone knew its contents? Yeah, that's right. Do you even fathom the intricacies that go into staging a crime scene? No, I think not. You have the rudimentary mind of an elementary school child. Elementary school? Reporter's testimony throws attorney Athena Sykes for a loop. The perfect caption. How marvelous! A photo in the news pooper. Yeah, it's a news pooper if she writes it. Only good for having birds or dogs poop on it. How marvelous! A photo in the newspaper is just the thing to boost your brand. In a school paper? Seriously? I believe you've... Oh. So I was supposed to press all the buttons. Huh. Jay, it wouldn't surprise me. It really wouldn't surprise me if Blackwell was tsundere for Athena. Let's see, profiles. Age 28, so he's a bit old for her, but it's not the worst age difference, though it's certainly not the worst age difference in Ace Attorney. I believe you've pressed the witness more than enough, Ms. Sykes. Humph. Now do you see how clear-cut my case is? Take it now. And in that fair, desperate mind of yours, etch it deep so you may never forget. No. Even my arguments get thrown back in my face. It wasn't supposed to be like this. What am I going to do? Athena, you should just about have all the answers you've been looking for now. Huh? Think about it this way. The killer knew the details of the mock trial. Would they really commit the crime in the exact same way? No, they fucking wouldn't. I don't follow. Try to place yourself in the killer's shoes. I bet you'll discover an inconsistency if you do. Also, I'm wearing slippers. Slippers are good. Ah, I get it. Thanks, Apollo. Me Scuttlebutt, just so we're clear, you're claiming that the killer intentionally made the crime scene look as it was in the script, and that it is beyond shadow of a doubt not a coincidence. Is that correct? No doubt. After all, it's just more evidence of Juniper's evil she-devil ways.
Objection!
Objection! I mean, you could always ask Fulbright. He knows all about shoes. Also, I think I missed a comment there, so hang on. Oh no, it is just objection. What I say, what I say. Our client made the crime scene look just like the script, something known only to her. That would be not just foolhardy, but completely irrational and bullshit. What do you mean? Yes, Miss Sykes. Please tell this court what you mean by irrational. It wouldn't make any sense for Judy to mimic her own script because it would. Yeah, it doesn't repeat or terminate. Exactly, Donnie. I mean, it's not leaking the script, it's not be possible, it's gotta be make her the culprit. The murder scene was the same as it was in the mock trial script. That in and of itself is irrational. What's wrong with them being the same? Yes, Miss Sykes, care to explain what you mean? This is good music. I like it. It's good background music, and I'm glad you can all hear it. I'm glad you can all hear it. Dawning, I don't think you're aware. I'm not using my headset anymore. This is an earbud. One earbud. So that's fun. Okay, let's say for argument's sake that Ms. Woods is the killer. If so, then what reason would she have to intentionally make the murder mimic her own script? Yeah, I know. Look at the title for my for my stream. It does say yes, I know my mic is bored. My headset's been having difficulty connecting to the computer lately, and when I finally got it working again, the padding on the left ear was basically falling apart, and it was obstructing the mic on the headset, so I had to take the padding off of it, and having that headset, that big heavy headset, with no padding on my left ear for hours on end was uncomfortable. I might have a spare headset somewhere. I have not been able to find it yet, so I am using these earbuds for the moment. As long as the sound is acceptable, and I think the sound should be acceptable because I actually use this exact same brand and model of earbud when I do training recordings at work. It's not professional streaming, but I'm not a fucking professional streamer. It should be okay. If it gets bad, just let me know. Alright. What reason would she have to intentionally make the actual murder mimic her own script? That's easy. She was admitting she was the... Ah. That's right. If she had really done that, it would have been like proclaiming to the world that she was the killer. So, what we actually have here is evidence of someone trying to frame our client. I framed something earlier today in Tears of the Kingdom. Don't ask what, you don't want to know. Oh, hey, we almost saw her. Wow, how much shit does she have in that box? The body was found the day of the mock trial. In short, the day the details were revealed. So, it would be completely inconceivable for the murder to go exactly like the script. Don't let it go to your head just yet. I did not frame Caliban's ass today. I framed that a while ago. It was something else that I framed today.
Objection!
Objection. Humph. It would seem Justice Deneau's comrade in arms has finally drawn her sword. However, the blade is dull, and it shall remain so until you master its use. Enough with the stupid sword metaphors already. There is a perfectly good reason for the inconsistency of which you speak. Reason? What reason? Must I spell out everything? Humph. You are what people call today high maintenance. The accused had intended to stop the mock trial, and in that event, Neria's soul would have been the wiser to the similarities of the case and script. That's fucking bullshit! Like, that's absolutely fucking bullshit. It still wouldn't, like, even if she had intended to stop the mock trial, even making the crime look like it was in your script is still an unnecessary bit of thing to do. I'm sorry, but no, this makes no sense.
Objection!
Objection. No, the mock trial was only stopped after the body was accidentally discovered.
Objection!
Objection. Our witness here had also discovered the body. In fact, she was led to our dearly departed professor by the accused herself. What? Miss Scuttlebutt saw the body too. That's impossible. Precisely. And with the discovery of the body, the mock trial ought to have been cancelled. Wait, so you didn't call the police? Oh, I kept it secret for my big scoop. You can't do that. I made her pay long and hard penance for her sin. Did I not, my little box top? Not My Little Pony, My Little Box Top. Compared to the work of a war correspondent, the sheer terror of that was... Jeez, I wonder what the Twisted Samurai did to her. Made her come out of the box. Block off all the holes in her box. And spin her like a top while Detective Fulbright tackled in delight. Probably. That sounds more nauseating than scary. Enough jabbering. Witness, continue your testimony. Sure, Mr. Samurai. I'm ready to finish off that she-devil. What Scuttlebutt saw? A fucking box. I snuck into Juniper's dressing room while everyone was in the lecture hall. Juniper had changed into her stage costume. I asked her, "What are you doing?" When suddenly she fled into the hallway, as if she wanted me to follow her. No, she fucking ran into the hallway because you scared the shit out of her. You broke into her fucking dressing room. I followed her Professor Courte's body. She led me right to it. I'm positive it was Juniper. Oh. Oh, this is another one of those, isn't it? This is another one of those where because X person was the one who wears the costume, they are the only person who can wear that costume. All right, fine. So I'm going to start wearing a box, and I'm going to blame you for my crimes. Perfect. I win. Hey, Dawning, think you could draw a box that I could put over this avatar that I use? Yeah, what a revolutionary sequence of events, yes. And of course, we're questioning Solid Snake again.
Hold it!
Hold it! Why did you withhold such key testimony? What's that supposed to mean? Athena, you haven't even started your cross examination. I know, but her testimony points to her as being a potential suspect. Well, I don't think Prosecutor Blackwell is. No, wait. I bet he's already thought of that. The witness left the lecture hall to sneak into Ms. Woods' room before the mock trial. That means she, too, could have moved the victim's body. The prosecution's claim no longer has any ground to stand on. Hi, Mr. Taka. Help! Now. No need to ruffle your own feathers. So, it wasn't her ruffling her feathers. It was Mr. Taka, but we forgive Mr. Taka. When you squeak like a little brat, it agitates Taka. Do you want him to peck your eyes out? No, thanks. Little while since one of those. You listen here. The witness has a perfectly good alibi. Oh, yeah, I do. Around the estimated time of death. I was in a, I was in undercover reporter class. It's right near my home. There's a class on being an undercover reporter. Why am I not surprised? Undercover reporter class. The proverbial rug has been pulled from under you. The witness could not be the killer, according to this testimony, as brought by Mr. Taka. The defense must look before leaping, or at least make sure the rug's secured to the floor. But yeah, that is the other question: is there a witness to verify this alibi, or was she literally just, she probably could have just stuck a box in there, and they all would have thought it was her. That's it. That's what she did. She literally just dropped a box off at undercover reporter class, and then went and murdered Constance Courte. I think it's perfect. Nobody would have been able to tell the difference. I tried to warn you. Oh. Well, there ends the cross-examination. Let's allow the witness to step down. No, wait a minute. The defense has no right to cross-examine the witness after that little spectacle. For whatever a man is whatever a man is sowing, he will also reap. Aha! But I'm a woman. Doug, why can't he say you reap what you sow? Well, if he said that, I wouldn't have had the outfit I'm a woman show. Very well. If the cross-examination is over, I suppose the witness may go home. Perhaps spend some time in her lovely box and recover from today's stressful events. Don't you worry about me. There's no rest for the wicked, or journalists either. My third eye's always eyeing the scoop. I know someone who's always talking about his third eye. It was that jackass Ant-Me. He was definitely an ass, and he was definitely a murderer. If this game likes to go back to tropes of the old games, the person who mentions the word third eye must be the murderer. She's always eyeing a scoop of ice cream. Well, back to the trenches. Is that really it? Hold it! Not so fast, Ms. Scuttlebutt. Apollo? There's just one thing I'd like to ask. Did you take a picture of the victim's body? And if not, why not? That is... No, I didn't take one. Well, that's strange. Why wouldn't you take a picture if you're always eyeing the scoop? Did you or didn't you really see the victim's body? It's not like I actually saw it, but... What the devil? Did you hear that, Your Honor? This witness's testimony was all fucking bullshit. That completely overturns the prosecution's claim that the witness was led to it. Justice Dunno, you dare bear steel at me again? Hold it. Nice try, boy wonder. So what if I didn't see the body? The fact remains that Juniper led me there. Yeah, her testimony folded like a box of cardboard. Exactly. Feast your eyes on this. What the fuck am I looking at here? If you're saying that's her cloak, that fucking ain't her cloak. Her cloak looks completely different. Boy, you're a fucking idiot for a reporter. It's a crucial moment, forever frozen in time by my third eye. A photo clearly showing Juniper Woods. Yeah, it's like I said, Juniper's cloak has the fucking stars on it. That's got bupkis. Also, that's Aristotle memes in there, isn't it? His white, pale hands. Why did you not tell me of this? I'm sorry. What kind of animation is this? It's a shocking scoop I was saving for just the right moment. And that's with me right now, right here in court. Surprise. Oh! What I do. All journalists keep their scoops secret until the right moment. Not if you're gonna fucking piss off a convicted murderer who happens to be the prosecution. She's pretty brave hiding it from Blackwell like that. No fucking wonder she wants to hide in that box. Or pretty stupid. Well, this is an unexpected turn. Again, about this picture. See how it only shows the back of the subject? Ah, show that. Right. Who knows whether this photo shows Juniper in the first place?
Objection!
Objection. A completely irrelevant point. What is relevant here is there was someone who did try to lead the witness. No, that is correct. But knowing who that person is kind of important. It's kind of really important. So, no, it's only being able to see the back of the person and barely any of them to begin with because they're in that fucking cloak is asininely relevant. Blackwell, you're an idiot. Take a gander at this. The route by which the accused escaped. Aye, Taka, more evidence, huh? The witness pursued the accused this way after she fled the dressing room. Okay. The accused descended to the first floor and exited the quad. Then what, Carton Cretin? I fucking love Blackwell. I fucking love him so much. Then I tripped and fell. Caught my knee on my own box. She stayed under her box, even when running after someone. Sounds difficult and stupid, because it's not like they wouldn't notice a fucking cardboard box running after them. Recall that the body was already there, for Hugh O'Connor had already seen it. She was trying to show someone the body, because she wanted to stop the mock trial. There you
Hold it!
hold it! But if the facts have changed, that's all the more reason to cross-examine the witness. Hmm, the defense has a point there. Very well, you may proceed with your cross-examination. Humph, it seems justice to know has saved your pretty little hide, Missy. For now, at least. I mean, that's another possibility. If you had seen the body, he might have dressed up and chased someone towards it. Anyway, that's the other thing that I was saying earlier, Dino Gus, is even if she intended to get the fucking mock trial canceled, that's still no reason to make the fucking crime look exactly like your script. And she didn't have to do that. Let's say the murder did take place in the art room just like her script. There were a billion different other places she could have fucking dumped the body, a billion different ways she could have moved the body from the art studio. Or she could have just left it in the art studio. There's still no reason to make the crime look like the script. None. Phew. Guess I pulled that off somehow. Thanks, Apollo. You're a lifesaver. Incidentally, my compliments to the witness for her very fine box. It's primo cardboard, lovingly selected from among many. Tell another lie or hide another fact from me, and I shall put it to the torch. You tell her, Blackwell. You tell her. Please, anything but that. I think it would be more eco-friendly to recycle it, but that's just me. Yes, but then she could just pick it up out of the recycling box or recycling bin or whatever. All right, Ms. Sykes, you may cross-examine the witness. Of course. Get to the bottom of the cardboard box, which is very weird because it looks like the bottom is her head, at least based on the sign that says this side up, pointing down. So I guess her head is her bottom. Press. Hold it. You said you snuck in, but why would you do something like that? Because if I got a if I got a big scoop on Juniper, club membership would go through the roof. Right now, the newspaper club has only one member, me. The club is history once I'm gone. So, Miss Harold's brand recognition is a matter of life and death. Her means may be questionable, but her motive is surprisingly sound. Extra. Students seeking the thrills and chills of expose journalism report to the club. This has been a paid advertisement. Anyway, where was I? Ah, never took Miriam for such a go-getter. You didn't? She, like, literally sneaks around in a fucking cardboard box to be an undercover journalist, and you didn't think she was a go-getter? Anyway, press this statement to hold it. Why would she change into that costume? The mock trial was about to begin. How should I? If you don't believe me, take a look at this photo. I captured this critical moment like the gonzo journalistic pro that I. But this only shows the back of whoever was fleeing. You expect me to shoot her in the face when she's running away from me? I guess you're right, boy. This doesn't seem to be getting me anywhere. At any rate, as this photo shows, Juniper was in her stage costume. Yes? Hold it! That doesn't mean you had to chase her. Ooh, ah! I keep smacking my knee into my desk. That is not good. Call it a journalist's instinct. I see something fishy. I go after it. I mean, you act like breaking into someone's dressing room isn't illegal, but yes, to be fair, there's trespassing and then there's murder. Boy, you never did catch up to her, did you? A true undercover journalist gets up and dusts herself off when she stumbles. That reminds me, didn't you fall during the chase when you tripped on your own box? A true undercover journalist is always going to stumble over a great story. Sure are a lot of holes in your story, or is that just the scuttlebutt brand of journalism? A true undercover journalist always prevails against her adversaries. Hold it! What would our client have to gain from leading you there? The accused had employed her self-penned script as a manual for murder. Ergo, she had to stop the mock trial before the script's details became public. Yeah, there are just as many holes in her story as there are in her box. Exactly, Dawning. And that accounts for her desperate attempt to lead our cardboard cretin here to the body.
Objection!
Objection! But as we all know, Miss Scuttlebutt didn't alert the authorities. And as a result, the mock trial began as scheduled.
Objection!
Objection. The issue here is not whether or not it was, in fact, halted. The fact remains that the accused was trying to lead the witness to the body. Does that not show clear intent to halt the mock trial? Darn. I'm positive it... Oh, wait, that's what Scuttlebutt is saying. I'm positive it was in the costume she'd made. This is where I have to present, and it's the wrong costume, but of course I'm gonna press. Hold it! You say it was our client because the figure you witnessed was wearing her costume. Isn't that a bit simplistic? Haven't we seen so many fucking cases in this universe where just because person X wears that outfit doesn't mean that they're the only person who wears that outfit? It's only as simple and clear cut as a good piece of journalism should be. Sure, it's simple, but I'd hardly call it clear cut. That's why I chase her. She keeps saying it was Junie because she keeps saying that it was Junie, but she didn't even actually see the body. Yeah, clothing is forever locked to the original wearer. Sure, Dino Guts. Yeah, but Blackwell's assertion takes that into account. So even if I press her on never seeing the body, I won't be able to overturn this testimony. Well, whoever it was that was fleeing, Miriam never did see their face. So I'm wondering why she thought it was Juniper next. Try thinking along that line and see what you come up with. Alright, to the end. And we present the costume. Yeah, paint inside of costume with fluorescent paint. Leave time to draw. Leave time to dry. Draw constellations on the outside. Make small holes according to this pattern. Blah, 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 blah. So, it's bullshit. And I has evidence. It's called stage costume. Objection. Miss Scuttlebutt's sole basis for identifying our client as the figure in this photo is the fact that it shows someone in Ms. Woods' stage costume. Well, it is Juniper's costume, so that must be Juniper in it. It's clear cut. You are fucking stupid. That's also where you're completely mistaken. What? This is a design drawing of our client's stage costume. Oh my, what a wonderful creation. The constellations are extraordinary. I'm glad you noticed, because those stars are precisely what's important here. In the drawing, there are constellations all over the outside of the costume. But there's not a single star on the costume in this photo. Oh, then that means it's just a fucking blue coat. Your Honor, there were no other blue costumes at the scene. Which leads me to believe that the figure in the photo is wearing our client's costume inside out. But why would Ms. Woods make a mistake like that? She fucking wouldn't! Well, it's not really a matter of why, but rather who made the mistake of putting it on inside out. Wait, you're not suggesting... That's right, I'm glad you're catching on. The costume designer wouldn't put her own costume on inside out. Cardboard box lady. Sorry, Miss Scuttlebutt, but doesn't believing you have... Doesn't believing you had a scoop when you really didn't make you a failure as your reporter. A failure as a reporter. Ooh, a laptop. Holy shit. Her box. Well, that was not expected. Well, heck, that kind of was expected, actually. Well, hello, me scuttlebutt. So nice to meet the woman beneath the box. You didn't see nothing. I didn't want her to be a redhead. Why would I want her to be a redhead? She's clearly evil.
Objection!
Objection. Now, I would have you stop right there, Sykes-to-know. For it is the why of the matter upon which I would have this court focus. What did you mean? Ms. Juniper Woods. Yes? What were you doing on the morning of the mock trial? Okay, but to be fair, I didn't want Dahlia to be evil. And if you ask me, she really wasn't. Neither was Mimi Meanie, by the way. Both of them are very redeemable characters. It's just that the game chose not to do that. Because the game needs heroes and villains. I was in the dressing room, painting my costume in fluorescent paint. Fluorescent paint? My design drawing shows twinkling stars on the costume. I was going to make the costume shimmer like that by painting the inside fluorescent. What was that again? Fluoride? Did your costume have cavities? Not fluoride. Fluorescent, as in glowing. The paint would make it glow in the dark. Yes, so you apply that to the inside of the costume, and then... I let it dry for a while because I heard it takes a long time. So I put the costume on my mannequin inside out. Inside out? Show that! This is a photograph of the inside-out costume taken in the dark. As you can see, there is a heavy layer of paint over the entire inside surface. If someone were to properly don this costume in this state, the wet paint would get all over their body. Why, yes, I believe it would. Indeed, ergo the costume was worn the way it was, not by anyone's mistake, but because this was the way it was on the mannequin, inside out. Yes, you are correct. That is why whoever picked up the costume assumed that that was how you were supposed to wear it. But very fucking clearly, the paint had dried by the time whoever it was that was in there for the mock trial, or right when the mock trial was about to begin, didn't know that. The paint would have dried ages before that. Yeah. Glowing costume photo added to the court record. A photo of the stage costume taken in a dark room. Coat of fluorescent paint makes it glow. Ooh, I can check further details. How does he have that photo? Who took that photo? Like, I don't understand. Also, what are those areas that don't have paint on it? Figures he would have a photo that is implausible for him to have. Did we just fall into his trap? Yeah, I bet Blackwell had it all planned out. Still, I think you should give this photo a nice long look. Oh, please tell me you found something that doesn't add up. I mean, they kind of look like handprints. Check out the chest here. Yeah. Someone was putting hands on the mannequin's chest. Dawning, this is inappropriate behavior. You are not supposed to grope mannequins. Hey, you're right. But Junie would know better than to touch it while the paint was still wet.
Objection!
Objection. I believe the term to describe your thought process is wishful thinking. After all, if master painters make mistakes, why not a rank amateur such as the accused? Wasn't you, you say? Maybe you were trying to grab the glowy, shiny jacket because you thought it was a shiny that would be delicious.
Objection!
Objection! So basically, you're saying my claim requires evidence to back it up? Evidence? That shouldn't be a problem, right? After all, you've come this far. Have I? Have I really? Just because I've come this far doesn't mean I thought everything through, though. What? You mean you've just been bluffing? Yeah, you'll fit right in with this agency. What did you expect me to do? I'm sick of losing to this guy. But you're right. There's only one thing left to do at this point. And that's to present some evidence pronto. Check the court record. I mean, literally, stage costume notes leave time to dry. The showdown, is it? I gladly accept. Fluorescent paint must have stuck to the hands of whoever touched the costume. And that paint should glow in dark places. So I just need to carefully check every last piece of evidence. Uh... This is not going in the direction I thought it would.
I got official business. Goblin business. Please see table for business cards on your way out.
Yeah, this is not going nearly where I thought it would. I don't know what's happening here. I had no idea what's going on. This is difficult. The only piece of evidence that I see that shows who touched what. Is this all? The game told me nothing. I had no idea. whose hands glow in the dark. Let's take a look in a book. I don't know. I don't know whose hands are glowing. Oh, wait a minute. Yes, now I see. How the fuck was I supposed to remember this tiny detail?
Take that!
I will present this newspaper. It's a school newspaper. Dot, dot, dot. Interesting. Oh, what cat's jump scare? I missed whatever that jump scare was. It couldn't affect me because I'm stupid. Take a look at the photo where the lights are dimmed and the spotlight is on Miss Woods. Observe Mr. Newman's hands in that photo as he stands at the prosecutor's bench. As you can see, it's glowing, just like Miss Woods' fluorescent paint. It's glowing quite brightly, I might add. But why would he put fluorescent paint on his hands for the mock trial, you might ask? The answer is he wouldn't, not on purpose. It got there when he put the costume on. I mean, that means what again? It means the figure photographed in the costume was not our client, Juniper Woods. It was your classmate, Robin Newman. What? I see this is a problem. To think you were actually able to prove that. Well, you never know what's going to happen next. That's the thrill of the court. So then, does that mean Robin is our man? Well, that's certainly how it looks. Very well, Robin Newman it is. He is here in the gallery, I trust. Show yourself, I challenge you to a duel. We shall play duel monsters, and I will send you to the Shadow Realm. It's not this easy. Will the witness please state his name and occupation? I'm Robin Newman. I want to become a great artist. I practice day and night. Yeah. I'm not going to shout, by the way. Trying to shout all of his lines last week gave me a scratchy throat for a bit. No, that's not it. Art's got to be sincere, man. He breaks as much pottery as Link does. So, for occupation, should we put down budding artist? No! Famous Legal Academy Senior Prosecutor Course! This brace is proof of my masculinity. I've been training to be a prosecutor for 18 years. I assume you'll be cleaning up the pottery you smashed before you leave here today? Ta 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 ta. Oh, man. Doug. Seems the witness has finally settled then. I guess nothing phases the judge after all these years. After all, we just fucking interrogated an orca on the stand, so nothing really would phase him. But yeah, he was so busy studying to be a prosecutor, he thought he'd be able to get away with anything in a courtroom because, let's face it, did Godo ever clean up his shattered coffee mugs? Probably not. You may proceed with your testimony, Mr. Newman. Specifically, the court wishes to hear why you had fluorescent paint on your hand. I mean, doesn't Beldam and Matang only have a catch rate of 3, which is like literally the same as some of the legendaries? And lower than some of the other legendaries? I touched the costume. I went to see Juniper in her dressing room, but she wasn't there. When I walked by that frilly costume, I was like, whoa. The mannequin it was on, it was about to fall on me. Oh, hey, what the hell was I doing there? And why was the mannequin about to... Dawning, did you push the mannequin over on me? Metagross is fantastic. His best Pokemon. I got that paint on me when I caught it. But I never put it on. That's just stupid. See, you would never get caught doing, but nobody got caught pushing down the mannequin. All this guy knew was that the mannequin was about to fall on me. Not who pushed it. So I asked again, Dawning, did you push the mannequin down on me? If so, why? What purpose could it possibly serve? You would never admit to doing it. Okay, it was Dawning.
Hold it!
Hold it! Are you doing this again? Your Honor, I recommend a short therapy session for the witness. Well, Mr. Newman does seem particularly agitated, but... Ugh! Arg! Ugh! No! Therapy bad! Not again. What's his problem? I sensed it the moment Robin took the stand. He wasn't gonna put it back, because he's a thief. The discord in his heart. So, you think he might be hiding something? Probably. You ready, Mr. Newman? Let's see what the mood matrix can do for you. Beep boop. Yeah, of all the witnesses to have discord in his emotions, it's this fucker. That doesn't surprise me. If his, like, super excited isn't ticked on at all time, I will be very... Well, okay, I'm very surprised, because, like, his super agitated mode isn't on. Okay, surprise makes sense. Happiness kind of makes sense. Anakin was on, I was about to fall over. Surprise makes a lot of sense there. Yeah, okay. Angie! The Angie boy! Alright. Let's see. I'm gonna say that the happiness here doesn't make a ton of sense. Got it! When you mentioned the stage costume. Yeah, Robin Newman is Angie. Never saw that coming. Yeah, no. Nobody ever, like, I'm actually surprised that he wasn't in, like, Angie or hyperactive mode the whole time, but anyway. When you mentioned the stage costume, I sensed a sudden powerful feeling of joy. Would you care to explain, Mr. Newman? Wait, what? Oh, he's wanted to cross-dress his whole life, hasn't he? Well, why would a frilly scarf and a long skirt make me feel like that? I don't know, but you seem awfully interested in that costume for some reason. You didn't happen to put it on, did you? Oh, like I'd be into that kind of thing. I'm a dude, and I'm into braces. Ew, braces sucked. I had them for like 5 years. It was horrible. You don't think... Yeah, this is actually going exactly where I thought it would. Yeah, this is going exactly where I thought it would. Robin's actually got a thing for Juniper's outfit, do you? Oh, come on, isn't it obvious? You're enjoying this a bit too much, Athena. No way, man! The mannequin came falling toward me, so I stuck up my hands to stop it. End of story. That's a new piece of information. Time to run an update. So he wanted to grope the mannequin. See, Dawning, I told you somebody groped the update. Or, groped the update. Groped the mannequin. Hmm. Even after that update, something just doesn't feel right here. Do I have anything that could prove his statement contradicts what really happened? Do I? Do I? I mean, I would assume so since the game is asking me. Dawning, help! I'm confused and scared. Those handprints, though. Yeah, there is something very fishy about them.
Take that!
Take that. You said the mannequin came falling toward you, so you stuck out your hands to stop it. If so, then the fingers of your hands would have been pointing outward like this. But that's not what the handprints show. In fact, this looks more like just your thumbs and the base of your palms. Why in the world would I leave such weird handprints? You know why. You left him when you went to adjust his scarf after putting it on. Just like the model in this drawing. Whoa! Why don't you just admit it, Mr. Newman? You did put on the stage costume, didn't you? And you really do like Ms. Woods' clothes, don't you? Fine, I admit to putting the costume on. But I don't like girly clothes, man! Noise level down only 10%. That doesn't surprise me. This guy's gonna take a while. Yes, new information to plug in. Time for another update. Snuck in knowing the costume was in there. Heart was pounding even though I'm a guy. When I saw it, it was even more amazing than I'd imagined. I mean, yes, he produces a ton of noise. Info update. It's true, I did put on girly clothes. I mean, it looks like he just fucking put the cloak on. A cloak isn't explicitly girly. Angie again. Very angry. He's perpetually angry. He says excited. Is the yellow emotion supposed to be excited, or is happy count as excited? Like, there's overlap here, and I'm a little, like, being stuck with only 4 emotions is a little bit, okay, happy, because happy and surprised could both count as excited. And then blue is supposed to be sad. So I'm guessing... Why the fuck you sad here, buddy?
Got it!
There, another emotion that doesn't fit. So what? You're really starting to get on my nerves, man. Mr. Newman, you got excited when you put the costume on. Yes, quote unquote, excited. But you also felt sad. Who cares if I felt sad? It's no big deal. Okay, Mr. Newman, out with it. Why did you feel sad? You're hiding something, aren't you? Oh, no. You're not fooling anyone anymore. Now tell us why you were sad. Okay, fine. If you're gonna be that way, I'll tell you. The reason I felt sad is... No matter how much I dress up, I'll never be as pretty as Juniper. Well, no offense, but his habit of shouting at the top of his lungs doesn't exactly help. Well, Apollo does know pretty boys, considering who his boyfriend is, so... Fair point to you, Apollo. No, that's not it. I totally own those girly clothes. I should have been totally pretty. But, there's something that keeps getting in my way. Wow, that's a whole lot of anger and raw emotion right here. His heart is crying out in pain. His emotions are out of control. Out of control emotions. Oh boy. As if we didn't have enough to deal with this guy already. We saw those during the Nine Tails Veil incident. So all we have to do is find the source of his uncontrollable anger, right? Right. Help me look for conflict between his statements and the images we see. If we can find that, we can wrestle him away from whatever's tormenting him. Mr. Newman said there's something getting in the way of him being pretty. Yeah, that's the thing, Donnie. How can we tell that his emotions are out of control because they're never in control or under control? Something that doesn't go with his girly clothes. But what could it be? Fine, I'll testify, man. Oh, all that fucking work at only 5%. Wonderful. Pure rage. Pure rage. Heart was pounding even on the way. Long frilly scarf. Info update. I felt like a diva when I pulled the hood over my head. Okay. I was totally dressed up like a girl. Okay. What am I looking for? And why am I going to probe him? Also, Dino Guts, I wasn't going to say that. Also, the cloak itself isn't frilly, it's the dress underneath it that's frilly. And or there were no frills on the scarf? I'm gonna probe here on a guess. The costume? The shorts of Mr. Newman's anger. Oh, God, I was wrong. Is this? No, you're way off. Way off. No good, huh? Okay, but the cloak isn't frilly. I'm trying to listen carefully to all his shouting. We better finish this off quickly before you rupture an eardrum. No worries, I'm gonna nail it next time. I'm confused. At least therapy isn't penalized, yeah. Newman! He's causing his own anger! Probably the brace, though. If I had to guess.
Got it!
Mr. Newman, you feel a great deal of anger toward your brace, don't... Well, Joe, we just got a guy to admit that he likes dressing up in girls' clothes in court. So, um, same old for Ace Attorney, I guess. I don't know, man. I'm confused. This game has gone off the fucking rails. Mr. Newman, you feel a great deal of anger toward your brace, don't you? Is that what you feel is holding you back from looking as pretty as you think you should be? Huh? What? Mr. Newman, the truth is you really want to take that brace off, don't you? No way, man. This is a symbol of my masculinity. I could never take it off. Yes, I am aware that my mic is borked. Thank you. Yeah, the attorney might. Well, okay, no, he's not the attorney. He would be a prosecutor. So it could still be Ace Attorney, but trans curious prosecutor? Is that is it that you can't take it off or that you don't want to take it off? Aw, man, I should have kept my big mouth shut. I don't think you're capable. Dot. This is really weird. He exhibits intense anger towards his brace, which he calls his symbol of masculinity. But he can't take it off, not even when he's trying to look pretty. It's a medical condition, I bet. What could be at the root of his complicated relationship with his brace? I have a feeling we're on the verge of uncovering an earth-shattering secret. Athena, should we really be doing this in court? It seems Robin is still hiding a secret. A big one. Bigger than the fact that he's secretly jealous of Juniper's looks? Yes, at least I think so. Exclamation mark. No, it can't be. Maybe Robin is actually a girl. I just thought of something, but it's totally insane. Mr. Newman. What? I'm on your little secret, and if I'm correct, it's not very little at all. What are we saying is huge? It's huge. This sounds completely insane. It's the only possibility left. Yeah, you got it in one, Jay. Mr. Newman, or should I say, Ms. Newman, you are and always have been a girl. A little bit daunting. That's why I said, should we really be doing this in court? What? Have you lost the plot, Athena? No, I'm completely serious. I don't have any direct evidence. But that's what Robin's heart is shouting out, loud and clear.
Hold it!
Hold it! I still think you totally lost it. I mean, Robin reeks of testosterone. How could he possibly be a she? I, for one, have never seen a girl who shouts like a... You haven't met very many girls, have you, Appalling?
I got official business.
Not to say that a lot of girls shout like maniacs, but there are some. There are some. I would know, I'm a maniac. Not that I'm a girl, but I know other maniacs. Oh. Oh. I've seen plenty of witnesses in my day, but if he's a she, then she's the most convincing actress I have ever encountered outside of that orca. Therefore, let me pronounce my verdict. Robin Newman is without question a man. Oh, you are now truly just as to those equal in one area. You are just as equally insane. Never in the history of this planet has there been a finer specimen of the masculine spirit. Uh-huh. What the hell is going on? Hold it! Hold it! Oh. If you guys are done talking about me. By the way, he's just saying it as M with a bunch of E's afterward, or maybe she's saying it with all the E's after, but like, that's not capital M, capital E. Also, Dawning, I think you missed something. I don't know who the hell wrote this. I don't know who the hell wrote any of this. I'm. Hold on, I want to see this. The brace. It's. Yeah, it was. The brace was actually like, it was a chest flattener, wasn't it? Who would have seen that coming? And I'm glad that I did get to see that coming. But all right, here we go. Glasses are off. Dawning, I trust you to tell me when it's been 5 minutes. Wait, you can't. I can't see it. Miss Sykes. No, allow me to call you Athena. Robin is a gender neutral name, so I wanted to keep this a secret at all costs, but no. What? No way! Surely this must be some kind of chess. No, it's some kind of chess. I'm just as confused as everybody. Nope, it's for real. I'm a girl, body and soul. If you don't believe me, I'll give you a PETK. Ew, no thank you. Not in court, young lady. Also not at your age, young lady. As if. What an amazing transformation. Well, all the Discord is gone. The image is now complete. Dawning, I'm 32. 18 is still, I mean, it's not quite as low as half my age, but it's still, sorry, I'm 35, not 32. 18 is like barely over half my age. So, no thank you. All the Discord is gone. The image is now complete. Info update. I forgot how old I was. Yes, Dino Guts. And for the record, I am standing with my nose basically up against my monitor. Wow, holy shit. Well, I guess admitting to it calmed all the noise in her heart. I was raised as a boy since I was little, and I studied law just as my parents wanted. But now, this living lie that had me pinned to the ground, it's arg. Puff, puff. It's been blown to smithereens by you, Athena. Now I can stop pretending that I want to be a prosecutor. I'm gonna be an artist. Yay! Okay then. Order, order. What the fuck is going on here? What a shocking development. He really did turn out to be a she. Eek! Why is everyone looking at me like that? I feel like a movie star or something. Huh. Where'd he get the pink high heel from? You know what? Never mind. Ow, this really hurts. But no paparazzi, please. I value my privacy. OKAY? I hope to fuck Scuttlebutt's not here anymore. No, Pixar, you'll regret it, man. Am I just imagining things, or is Robin even more hyper now than when she was a he? I don't know. Maybe it's because she finally got her troubles off her chest. Literally. This is all well and good, but does me being a she actually change anything? The fact that the witness is actually a girl does change things, because there is now a piece of evidence that we must reevaluate. Very well, let's see what the defense has for us now. One piece of evidence must be reconsidered now that we know.
Oh,
It's snowing. Hi.
what was the LGKB? I had to look away.
Speaking of looking away, I'm like 2 inches from my monitor.
You lose the glasses. Okay.
Yeah, that's what I did not like because my face is focused on the part of the monitor that's got the game on it. I literally did not see you pop into chat. That reaction was genuine surprise. What time is it? Oh, good. It's been 5 minutes. See, they want this. Yeah, that's what I was about to say, Dawning. Is they want this to be the thing uh, that changes, but it doesn't necessarily overturn the article. Okay, here's the actual question, Dawning. Does this game have lesbians explicitly, or is it just a fan canon?
Never trust fan cannons.
I have plenty of them.
Fans just can't be trusted. Especially Pokemon fans.
I can be trusted to do whatever I want. But yeah, it's unfortunately this, but Dawning is correct. I was going to make that point, but
Take that!
this piece of evidence must be reconsidered because Mr. Newman is really Ms. Newman. Please do explain. Are you suggesting that lesbians don't exist, Athena? Yes, Your Honor. You see, I feel that if you have a sharp eye and open mind, you can discover something completely new in the most obvious of places. Yet the defense's statement reflects anything but those two admirable traits? Eek, guess that won't fly. Okay.
I don't
I
think a
was
fan is trustworthy.
not expecting that? What else could it be? Oh, oh, oh.
Take that!
I'm an idiot.
What's new?
The tape recorder with a woman's voice on it.
And why are you an idiot?
They made a point earlier about how, of the trio of students who were not explicitly in the lecture hall because they were in their private dressing rooms, the only woman was Juniper. In my defense, I have no defense.
Do you ever?
This is what. No. Oh, the tape recorder, the one that recorded the threat. You're a goner. That's right. And we've already established that it's a female voice in the recording. Of all the students who could have moved the body before the mock trial was to start, our client was the only female, if you exclude Midge Scuttlebutt because of her alibi. And that's why the tape recorder made our client the prime suspect. Ah, so then. That's right. The witness just revealed that she's a girl. Therefore, if we are using the voice in this recording as the basis for hurling accusations, this witness must be labeled as a suspect too. Oh no. Wow, talk about a sudden turn of events. You've done it. You found a hole in one of the prosecution's key pieces of evidence. You did say how they overturned that evidence was very stupid. It kind of is very stupid. Yeah, oh, wow, that was a lot of work for a single one.
Objection!
Objection. Not so hasty. You're forgetting that only one person here was privy to the script. Oh, there's a stupid step, I see. Ergo, Ms. Juniper Woods is still the prime suspect.
Objection!
Objection! But Ms. Newman hid the fact that she was a girl, both at the crime scene and in court. I'd say that puts her in camp suspicious. Eek, that's not nice of you. How could you accuse me of being a killer? I mean, I'm just a weak, innocent little girl. Just thinking about that murder makes me... Thud.
Objection!
Objection! Suspicious is as suspicious does. Undoubtedly, the witness does have some sort of connection to the crime. Perhaps our newfound lady is merely feigning ignorance. We can surmise that she lent support to the principal offender, Juniper Woods. Aha! Just what are we talking about here, Blackwell? By leading Ms. Scuttlebutt to the body, it would make her an accessory to the crime. And she was wearing an accessory when she did it. How can you say that? I'm not an accessory to any crime, Mr. Birdman.
Objection!
Objection! Birdman. In any event, with the witness as an accessory, it explains quite a bit, does it not?
Objection!
Objection! Darn, he made it all make sense somehow. And he'll keep accusing Judy, unless we can show someone else knew the script's details. But how could someone have gotten their hands on that kind of info? Yes, Harvey Birdman, attorney at law. That is an actual show. When did that show start coming out? Because that could have been a reference to it. The only way they could have known what was in the script is if they heard it from Junie, saw the mock file, and misread it. The mock trial is too late. Verdict from Junie. I don't think she would have revealed it.
Objection.
2000. So yeah, this game was released after 2000, so it was in fact a reference to Harvey Berkman, attorney at law. It's gotta be had penned the script. I got it. All anyone had to do was write their own script.
Makes sense to me.
Okay, I was wrong. I thought maybe she had help writing. That was what I was going for, but I guess I was wrong. I'm not even going to ask how such a Frankenstein could resemble the actual. No, I was saying that they had that she wrote the script with her friends. But all right, fine. Sorry, Julie, but you're not going to like this. Our client may have leaked the script's details to someone. What the devil? I know I shouldn't have, but I have revised the script to favor the prosecution. But Professor Courte noticed it immediately and changed it back. Ms. Woods did not want Hugh O'Connor to win the mock trial. That's why I believe she leaked the details to the witness, Robin Newman. I get it. If Robin won, she wouldn't have been able to confess to Juniper. Right, Judy was probably trying to keep their friendship from becoming awkward. Objection, Judge Gipple. How could you, Thena? What a bunch of bull. I never heard a word about that script from Juniper. Never, ever.
Objection!
Objection. You sure? Can you look me in the eye and swear you didn't? B.A.D. You don't have any evidence. And she's gonna faint again, or pretend to faint. Actually, we might have just the thing. Really? Yeah. One of Robin's lines I read while when we were reenacting the mock trial. Here's a shot of the crime scene. Ironically, it was Professor Courte who posed as the corpse. Their forehead. How did the mock trial participants react to this photo? Mr. Newman. Oh, it was Newman who was surprised by what Courte was wearing. For some reason, I thought it was Hugh O'Connor. I forgot that. I remembered one of them was. Mr. Newman was surprised by what Professor Courte was wearing. Robin said, "Oh, the green sweatsuit." S-U-R-E. I might have said that, but so what? Well, think of it this way, Athena. Yeah, which way exactly? If I told you that I'd be wearing a blue suit today, but then showed up wearing what I've got on now, what would you say? I'd say you didn't want to steal Phoenix's look. Oh. That's not technically a suit, that's like a red vest. Oh, the red suit. Ah, I think I got it. Your Honor, we have evidence proving that Ms. Newman knew the contents of the script. The defense moved to present said evidence to the court. Very well, Miss Sykes, present away. This evidence proves that Ms. Newman had prior knowledge of the script's contents. It's the script itself.
Take that!
The mock trial script? Ms. Newman, during the mock trial, you were shown a photo of the victim's body, and reportedly you reacted, oh, the green sweatsuit. I mean, yeah, present anything to the court she can't exactly respond is correct.
Objection.
Always objection.
Yes.
Anyway,
Anyway,
uh,
spin.
this late? All right.
To be fair, I wasn't here for half the stream.
Damn it. And damn
What was it? I
it.
can't read it.
First one
Oh,
was
with the glasses,
tsundere
sorry.
for Melly. Second is, well, I won't be able to read it now. You know who doesn't need glasses because he's perfect the way God made him, or Arceus made him, is Melly. He's glorious and fantastic and wonderful, and he wouldn't have made the stupid ass mistakes that I made earlier, where I
No, Melly would
presented
have
the
solved the
wrong.
case by now.
No, he absolutely would have solved the case. He would have found Aristotle means to be guilty somehow because I'm convinced that I'm right for no good reason. Um, he would have found the suspect. He would have convicted the criminal. He would be Taka's best friend because Taka appreciates the truth and all of that. And yes, he wouldn't have implied that lesbians didn't exist. That's the biggest crime of all this evening. And I'm glad that that wasn't actually the correct piece of evidence because that would have been kind of bad. Um, Regardless, though, Melly is truly great and truly wonderful. And, Melly is definitely not red green colorblind, so he also would have noticed this discrepancy in colors and he would have pointed it out. And I think it doesn't really matter if he's wearing a red sweatsuit or a green sweatsuit or his Diamond Clan outfit or his short shorts. Melly looks good no matter what he's wearing because he's Melly and he's my beloved and my wonderful and just the absolute greatest at everything. And yeah, I love him so damn much. He's fantastic and everything I wish that I could be, but I can't. And so I spend my days wishing that I could be like him. And like Robin Newman, if I happen to go into a room and found one of Melly's outfits there, I might be tempted to try it on, but I don't think it would fit me properly because I'm probably shorter and almost certainly fatter than Melly, so I am not perfect like him, and I never will be. And we're going to have to live with that. Or at least I'm going to have to live with that. And that sucks. And we're all very sad because I'm very sad. And honestly, losing the glasses while also getting tsundere kind of defeats the point of losing the glasses because I'm not really going through the script right now. But oh well.
Yeah, well, the wheel doesn't think about that, does it?
It never does. The wheel doesn't think. I don't think. The only one around here who thinks is Melee.
Jay says we don't watch you for the perfection, we watch you for the fails.
Don't I know it? This is why I try to fail at least once a stream. And reportedly, you
I don't
reacted by
think
saying
deliberate fails are. I don't think deliberate fails are as fun.
they aren't. Okay, there's a difference between trying to fail because I'm actually trying to fail and trying to have at least one fail in the stream. Like, I don't blow myself up with a remote bomb because I did it on purpose. I don't present the wrong piece of evidence because I did it on purpose. All of that happens by complete and total accident. But I do like having at least one fail per stream. I don't contrive to make it happen because that wouldn't be genuine and people would see right through it. Hell, even I would see right through it right now, even if I'm not wearing glasses, to say nothing of the great and powerful Melee seeing right through
Speaking
it.
of glasses, it's been 5 minutes.
Thank Arceus, we can continue on with the script. Hopefully, we're getting relatively close to a to be continued. I know I started late today, but seriously. And reportedly, you reacted by saying, "Oh, the green sweatsuit." Oh, yes, I said that. What's your point? You seem to have some issue with the green sweatsuit, and I think I know why. The proof is in the script, specifically on the things to prepare page. Sweatsuit. Victim's outfit will be a red one from the prosecutor course. Ah, you were surprised because the sweatsuit in the photo was green. But if you didn't know about the script's content, then that shouldn't have surprised you. No, Faith. I thought we were friends, Athena. How could I have been so blind? Dude, or ma'am, Athena's been trying to. Well, I was going to say finger you for murder, but that just sounds wrong. She's been trying to accuse you of murder. And as for how you could have been so blind, maybe you need glasses just like I do. In light of her privileged knowledge, I move to declare Ms. Newman a suspect, Your Honor. You what?
Me too.
Yeah, everybody moves. Objection. If knowing script details makes me a suspect, then there must be others besides me. I mean, someone else could have also seen Professor Courte's note. Note? What note? The professor and Juniper were working together to prepare for the mock trial, but only one copy of the script was made to prevent it from being leaked. But that gets kind of inconvenient, right? You're not seriously going to suggest. Hee but it's the truth. Professor Courte did do exactly what you're thinking. She didn't write down any of the proceedings or the truth behind the case, but she did write a note to herself about the prompts and details about the victim's BODY. Is this really true, Ms. Newman? If you don't believe me, send the police over to my house. Tell them to check the pictures on my camera. I thought it might give me an advantage. So I took a picture of the note. I'd say she's telling the truth. Wait a sec. That means Junie didn't, reveal the details. And also, if there's a note with details about the body, then that means there are others who could have made the murder look like our client's script. Yes, I believe you're right. Oomph. Apparently, this case isn't as clear-cut as Prosecutor Blackwell would have us believe. This new revelation lasts a big fat hole in the prosecution's case. Oh,
Objection!
Objection. Bully for you, Missy. But don't think this spells victory. If we ask Ms. Newman, she'll say that you spell victory Victory.
Oh, is that how you
And
spell it?
no, you spell it.
Okay, if you say so.
You asked how you spell it. I said IT.
No, I asked how you spell victory.
You said, oh, is that how you spell it?
Uh,
Can't back me up here. I'm right. Actually, I'm Athena, but right somewhere in the audience. And why not? The battle is still young, and my blade is now fully drawn. Between it and my next witness, your life will be forfeit. So put away your wooden sword and show me what you are truly capable of if you wish to live. You want it? Don't worry, I'm gonna bring it. Oh, this guy. Well, I'm guessing this is a new witness. This is not going to be a to be continued, but we are getting Blackwell's. Look, Blackwell threatens to kill the defense, and it's just a day that ends in the letter Y. There's nothing new about that. But anyway, since it does in fact seem like we're getting to a whole new witness and all of this stuff, I think this is as good a time as any to call it for the evening, all things considered. That's the point, Jay, right? It's such a commonplace occurrence that, him threatening to kill the defense, oh, it's just a day that ends in Y. But yeah, no, I'm going to end things off here for today. I know I started late. Again, I apologize for that, except I don't really apologize. Wife's work is important, and wife is always to be respected. And to be fair, I think she did think that I was going to be home late today because there was a non-zero possibility that I'd have to go feed my younger brother. But like, if he couldn't feed himself, there would be a problem because he's 31. So, regardless, it's not worth starting a whole new witness right now. We'll deal with him next week. Before that, though, we'll deal with Blaze Black on Wednesday, where hopefully I don't run into any other gym leaders in disguise while I'm two Pokemon team members down because I had to get underleveled Tornadus and Thundurus onto my team so that I could summon Landorus and still somehow won. I don't know any better than you guys do. It was a fucking miracle. And I'm going to say that even though it's normally cute redhead girls that can't betray me, Chili is technically a redhead, so yeah, we'll go with that theory. All right, then. That's
okay.
going to do it for me. Uh, if you only caught part of tonight's stream, you can eventually check it out over on my YouTube channel over there. I hopefully will start uploading shit tomorrow night, but I do know that I'm pretty far behind on video uploads, so might be a little bit between when I stream this and when it ends up on YouTube. We'll see. My new evening schedule is a little bit more tight than it used to be. Anyway, that's my YouTube channel. If you are eventually watching this on YouTube, my Twitch channel's over there. You can catch me live Monday evenings with Ace Attorney, Wednesday evening with Blaze Black, karaoke night, which will be over on my Discord server, which is that's not how you spell Discord. So I got an update from the village, and they will be starting the big construction project, at least for right now. They'll be starting the big construction project on my street either next week or potentially the week after. Karaoke night depends on my wife not being here. So when the project is set to begin, my wife will be going up to visit her father. When I have more, I mean, it does depend on the weather. It does depend on other external factors. But at least from what I'm hearing now, that's the plan. Like, if we're being honest, when we first got the letter back in June, like the same week that I was at the trade show, like in like 2 months ago, basically, when we got the letter 2 months ago, they said it was either going to begin the week of July 20th, July 27th, or August 3rd. So we're already off schedule for it. So Arceus only knows when it's actually going to be. But at least as far as right now, that's the plan. And that is going to be the next time wife is not home. And as I have said before, wife not being home is a necessity for karaoke night. Regardless, normally you can also catch me over on the Bulba Garden channel over there. Again, normally I go live Sundays at 8:30 a.m. U.S. Central Time. I will not be doing so this upcoming Sunday, as I will be out doing volunteer work with my father. So, hooray for that. I should be back the following week, and then maybe a special stream for not Memorial Day, Labor Day, right? So I'll be back on the 30th, and then I should be around the 6th and possibly the 7th. I think the 7th is not Memorial Day, Labor Day, and then we start getting into Jewish holiday season somewhere around the 19th, I believe. So I'll keep y'all appraised of that because there will be several weeks where I won't be able to stream on Bulba Garden. Yes, it's a coincidence that the 6th and the 7th are going to be days that I can stream in September. That the whole meme, the whole 6-7 meme was specifically because of this. I was the mastermind of it the whole time. Just wait until the Gen Z and Gen Alpha brats learned that they were manipulated by a millennial the whole fucking time. All right, we're done. You can also catch other streamers on Bulba Garden like Dawning Winds, who you can find on her channel if she streams over there, and Snowy, who's on his channel over there, and Caps on his channel over there, and then MCH, who is not on Bulba Garden, can be found there. Let me see if anybody's going. No, okay. Because Caps um, chided me for not uh, rating Magna Death last week. I don't think I follow Magna Death. So, but yeah,
That's live, is he?
I don't think he's live. I was just checking because it would have been silly if I didn't do that 2 weeks in a row or two
No,
streams in a
he's
row.
not live.
All right, well then I'm going dead, and that'll be that. All right.
Bye, chat.
Yep. As always, I am Maniacal Engineer, and I'm never going to give you up, never going to let you down. Thank you all for watching, and God bless this mess. See y'all Wednesday.
What a mess it is.
Always a mess on this channel, and always a mess in Ace Attorney. Oi.